Cute. Wow. Yeah. Wow, mommy.
Oh, there's Scooby-Doo! Now it's The Simpsons. The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Let's go! What's this?
Wow.
The escalator steps are approaching. Hold the handrail and face forward at worker times. The escalator steps are approaching. Hold the handrail and face forward at all times. The escalator steps are approaching. Hold the handrail and face forward at all times. The escalator steps are approaching. Hold the handrail and face forward at all times.
Oh my god!
Mario World.
That's
We're
cool!
coming.
What?
Wow. And that is the Mario World.
Sa ganda to, meron ng card.
Oo nga.
Popcorn yung card.
Remain defiant.
Issues with Thomas Edison owning some patents over some certain filmmaking equipment, and New York doesn't have what LA does have, an abundance of sunlight. In the early days of Hollywood, you relied on the sun to light your sets. So upon moving to California, he opened Universal Studios. That's what sets that you see on movies look like. They're typically about one story. They don't really have any real backing walls. If you ever see a sitcom and the characters walk upstairs, most times they're walking to nowhere, typically a blank wall right behind them. In that montage, you saw a clip from Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That filmed here on our lot used over 10 of our sound stages. One was just for hair and makeup. But they also used the soundstage coming up on your left-hand side. Well, first we got some base camp right here. We got some clothing, some wardrobe. But soundstage on your left, soundstage 14, is where they built the top of Mount Crumpet, the Grinch's lair, for that movie. We've had many other films called Soundstage 14 home, including Thoroughly Modern Millie, the movie musical starring Julie Andrews, Evan Almighty, starring Steve Carell, Michael Scott from The Office. They built the top of Noah's Ark in there. We also had this little independent movie directed by an up-and-comer. I like to mention it every 2 weeks. I tend to have a couple fans. It was a movie called Jurassic Park, directed by Steven Spielberg. If anyone's heard of that one, they did a lot of filming on location in Hawaii, but there were some scenes, including the scene where the kids are in the tree and the Brontosaurus sneezes on them, get filmed inside Sound Stage 14, including, coming up on your right-hand side, our Metropolitan or our Metro sets. These are our cityscape sets, meant to look like any city in the world. You've seen them as New York City in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, starring Macaulay Culkin, or the movie musical Annie. You've seen them as my hometown of Minneapolis, Minnesota, in Jingle All the Way, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, and The Fast and Furious present Hobbs and Shaw, East London, England. But on your right-hand side, there is the emergency sign. That is Christine Tennis Medical. You also might notice some different accoutrement around you from a little movie called Back to the Future. Running a new event this next month called FanFest Nights. So if Back to the Future is a really big deal to you, check out our FanFest Nights, where you can get off the tram and walk around Hill Valley yourself. It's pretty cool. But this is where they filmed Back to the Future 1 and 2. Currently passing aren't made out of the materials they look like they're made out of. Anytime you see brick or stone, it mostly is plywood, plaster, foam, chicken wire, because these buildings are meant to look really great on camera, but they're not meant to be built up to any sort of code. Nobody actually lives in these buildings. Nobody actually works in these buildings.
Sweep you up to the future. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you encounter monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand, because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Whoa, Skull Island.
Alright folks, I would like to remind everyone to remain seated, keeping arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Hold on tight to yourself and to your belongings. It gets bumpy at Skull Island. If you drop anything while we're inside the building on the studio tour, I am unable to retrieve that item for my safety. So hold on tight, get ready, we're going back to Skull Island.
Who's like this?
Okay, glasses on, everybody. We're back to Skull Island.
looks like we're all here. That's great. Less paperwork. The 2011 movie, The Muppets, starring Jason Segel, Amy Adams, Miss Piggy, and Kermit the Frog. Why do they use a blue screen instead of a green screen? Well, if you use a green screen, Kermit's gonna disappear. It's not easy being true, but it currently is set up for a movie that Deadline is saying is coming out in early 2027 called San Francisco Treat. It's a relatively unknown cast. I didn't recognize any names, which I love. I love being able to discover new actors. All right, exactly. Classic earthquake, classic Southern California. Okay. Just kidding. I don't know. The big one. So I did tell a little bit of a warning why that soundstage has been used. Hey, buddy, get out of the water, please. Hey, no worries if not, but could you get out of the water? Get out of the water? Get out of the water? Ooh.
Or stay in the water, I guess.
Well, don't worry, folks. Jerry and I know a great place where we can hide right behind this dock. You know what they say, tucking yourself behind tubs and tubs of flammable gasoline. You need it on a movie set, so you have to create it, so that way you're in total control. So to make it rain on a movie set, we have speakers on each of these buildings to give us thunder. Typically you would add thunder in post-production when you edit a film. We have some strobe lighting to give us lightning, a little bit hard to see while the sun is still out. And then of course, what is a thunderstorm without the rain? And to create rain, we only use the most advanced and secretive technology, a little something called the sprinkler system. And that was our flash flood in the movie Big Fat Liar, starring. On your left-hand side, we have an entire fleet from the Fast and the Furious movies, including Dominic Toretto's Black Charger, driven by Vin Diesel. And we also have, on your left-hand side, my close personal friend, Bumblebee from Michael Bay's Transformers. Hi, Bumblebee. You're looking great. Are we still on for lunch tomorrow? Call me. Excuse me. That's horribly embarrassing. Oh, my, Norman. What a deep clean you've done there. Well, folks, everyone remain calm. I don't think he's noticed us yet, so we can do my favorite thing, which is Irish goodbye. Oh! Hi, Norman. No? What do you have? A knife? No!
The airplane crash site is a perfect example of a set that was all designed around the vision that Steve when we first began to sit down to talk about tomorrow. Well, that thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood?
Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. Welcome to the world of no.
Oh, what's this? Do you also put these on this?
Hey. Did you want to put your name on it too? Yes. All right. Did you want it on the wand or on the box or on both? If we do both, it'll be $30. If you want to do individually, it'll be $20. Just on the wand. That's for us to call you just in case you forget.
Sure.
My idea is when we all say hi and then someone jumps because they're excited and then they... Why is there so many balloons? Why is there so many plastic balls?
Maintain an upright position throughout the experience, with only one guest per seat. Expectant mothers and guests susceptible to motion sickness.
Hey! I hope you can Glad you're back. Not be lost. Please try to stay with us. You're supposed to be our backup. Wow! Shh. We need to be quiet, Poe. This is the dreaded Kang territory. Did you hear that, guys? Shh. Why is Kang so dreaded? Mr. Poe is coming. Moving trance! I am Kang. Prepare to die. How do you get the big hammer? Not so fast, Paco! Give it go! I got it! Just in time! Yes, go back there! Hang on! We're almost there!
Yay! Cool, huh?
One of the bananas, the ice cream, or anything smaller, but only one, which would be like.
Go. You see the tree in? Pick any.
I want a bigger boom! You didn't hear it. Anyway, yes, you will be turned into minions. Months ago, my chief scientist, Dr. Nafario, created a device that could turn everyday boring civilians like you into minions.
Big metal bar. If you feel uncomfortable in any way, please notify a lab assistant.
With you in between